Hello, beautiful friends. Let's talk about true self-love. What is that? Right? Because we're taught that this isn't it, that none of this is it. We're taught we're separate, we got to become somebody, we got to clear and clean out the gunk of humanism because you're disgusting. Clear it out so we can receive the Holy Spirit in heaven and then have a life or whatever it is we think we're on a journey to. Right? So we came in automatically into this human experience of I'm broken, I'm a sinner, I'm going to work really hard to enter the kingdom of heaven, and that's all bullshit. You are the kingdom of heaven. You were born as the kingdom of heaven. But we forgot. We got conditioned. I'm a human. I'm separate. I'm going to earn this. I'm going to prove myself. I'm going to become somebody. And that's beautiful too. It's no thing pretending to become something, but how does wholeness become what it already is? It doesn't. So it does that in dreamland, in me-land, where it feels separate, where it can become and compare and measure and paste meaning onto things that are neutral. All of this is heaven, but we were conditioned to say this isn't it. We're going to earn our way into heaven after this lifetime. But this is paradise, this is wholeness. But the human walks around with an imagination and an image of what they are, what this is, and what heaven is. And that imagination and mental commentary actually veils this. This is dancing, beloved, beloved dancing, as all we see and don't see. The beloved is yin and yang. Darkness and light, it's contrast, it's all that is, and neutrality. And I cannot say who you are. I can't put into words what this is. This is a mystery. And that's really what gets us into trouble, yeah? Is the knowing. I know what this is. I know who I am. I know where I'm going. And then that confines us into a straitjacket of personhood. Prisonhood, whatever. And we just feel constipated. Yeah? Because we know, we're know-it-alls. But when you don't know, when you admit, I don't fucking know, there's this opening. And naturally, innocence and joy bubbles to the surface because that's who you are. You are joy naturally. You are peace naturally. You are neutrality naturally. But the me, like a curtain or a shade, veils that. And that's part of the game. Because the veil is God too, or formless awareness. It's all that. You see, but we're I'm going to get away from me. I'm going to get away from the ego. Bear mace the ego. Get it out of here. But you're bear macing yourself. You're bear macing all that is. And that is why self-love is so powerful. Loving yourself truly. Because loving yourself is loving all that is. Even your insecurities. Your quote-unquote flaws. What's a fucking flaw? A flaw is something we were taught. Everything is perfection arising, but the human has an idea and an imagination of what perfection is, and that veils this. Because we chase images in our mind. We chase memories, we chase desires, we chase goals, and there's nothing wrong with that. At all. But what I'm pointing to is that no goal is going to get you to where you already are. This isn't self-help. This isn't a self-help video. This isn't a self-help channel or platform or whatever. Because the true self needs no help. And that is why presence is so powerful. Observation. Observing thought forms. Observing imagination and memories. Observing all of this. And recognizing you're the observer, not what's appearing, and getting lost in that. And so when we take even just a moment to recognize that this body, the lungs, the heart, the brain, the ego, all of this is a manifestation of formless awareness, and we love ourselves, it trickles out, and that tension of seeking or something is missing loosens its grip. There can be an opening to what is. So it can seem like self-love is maybe a process or you're working on yourself, but no, self-love is a celebration of what you are and what is. It's the gospel. You know, because we're taught more money, more fame, more sex, more lovers, more clothes, more hair, more teeth, whatever, and I'm gonna feel so good, I'm gonna love myself then. That's the human way, that's the me way. Because the me thinks my fulfillment is out here. It doesn't recognize it's the source of all fulfillment. It is the source itself. But when you have a definite answer of what this is, boring, that's when you're in density, that's when you're in linearity. Bill Murray, Groundhog Day, man. It's because you think this is real and stable. This is real and stable, too. This is vibrating energy, vibrating energy. And when you turn inward, you turn your consciousness inward, and you love yourself, you celebrate yourself, all of it, everything that's appearing, celebrate it as the one, as life force, as light force, as the beloved. That appears magically. It's like magic. Because now you're not treating yourself like a separate entity that is less than. You're treating yourself like magic, like mystery, like a miracle. And then that appears. Because when we run around with the idea of I'm broken, that's what appears. Bippity boppity boo. And the ego runs on imperfection. That's why it bullies itself. It bullies others. It's complaining all the time. It's nitpicking because that's how it feeds itself. And again, that's the beloved appearing as an ego, appearing as a seeker, appearing as a complainer. And when you turn inward and you love that, in presence, it neutralizes. It no longer wants to come up to complain because you're not feeding it. You're not going into that density of like, oh my God, yeah, this sucks. You're just, ooh, I'm gonna feed you some fishy food called love. You're beautiful, compassion, and just the presence there of seeing that. Because when you are loving yourself, that energy of complaining and, oh, you're not good enough, do more, be better, all of this stuff, it's like it suffocates it. Self-love is like an extinguisher for all that distortion. And it relaxes the nervous system so that an opening, an energetic opening can happen to unveil what is. It's a celebration. Why not celebrate life instead of trying to control and fix it? Because the ego thinks, this is broken, it's my duty to save it and fix it. Truly, is there a problem with this moment? But don't ask your mind. And if the mind's there going this and this and this and this, observe that energy. Observe those thought forms neutrally. It's okay. I love you. It's okay to feel this way. It's okay to feel. It's okay to think. It's okay to be as you are. It's okay. And I think that's all the permission slip everyone wants to hear is, it's okay. It's okay to be confused. It's okay to not understand. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be pissed off. It says nothing about who you are. It's appearing in who you are. Formless awareness. Just observe that energy. Don't call it anger. Don't call it depression. Call it polka dots. See what happens, you know? So I guess the suggestion here is, why not love yourself and celebrate yourself instead of tearing yourself down and others down? Just observe that energy. You're worthy of your own love and gaze. Because all those parts we think aren't good enough is God. It's light appearing as depression or that habit or something we don't like. And when we hold that in presence, this neutral love, it just absorbs into you, source, formless awareness. It just absorbs into neutrality. There's nothing wrong with this moment, and there's nothing wrong with you. Don't listen to your mind. Just observe it, watch it, and know you are the one watching it silently. That is your strongest foundation, is presence, formless awareness. I love you. Namaste.